Hello everybody, hope you're doing well today. Today's problem that we're going to be working is, the first one is, on Tuesday Shanice bought 5 hats. On Wednesday, half of the hats she had were destroyed. On Thursday, there were only 17 left. How many does she have on Monday? So let's underline our question. We need to know how many hats she had on Monday. And then let's look at what we know. We know that on Tuesday, she bought 5 hats. Then we know on Wednesday, half of her hats were destroyed. Well, if half were destroyed, she still had half. And then we know that on Thursday, she only had 17 left. And so from there, we're going to work our problem. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we want to know how many hats she had on Monday. So I'm going to let H equal Monday hats. Okay, so that's going to take care of our variable. And you'll know I like to start with the end. And so on Thursday, I know that there were only 17 left. So I'm going to put equals 17. Because if that was our end, that was what was left, that's going to be equals 17. Then I'm going to go, and I know that she bought 5 hats on Tuesday. So if she bought, that means she added to her hat collection. And what did she add to? Well, she added to the one she had on Monday, so I'm going to put H plus 5. Then it says on Wednesday, half of the hats she had were destroyed. Well, if half of them were destroyed, the half that were left is 17. And we talked the other day about how if you don't want to use a fraction, if you multiply by a half, dividing by 2 is the same thing. So I'm just going to divide by 2. Okay, so now I'm ready to solve this problem, and I know that the hats on Monday plus the 5 bought on Tuesday divided by the half that were destroyed on Wednesday would equal my 17 left on Thursday. So I can't do anything with H plus 5 because you can't go upstairs till you do something with downstairs. So I'm going to multiply times 2 to get rid of that division by 2. And I'm going to get H plus 5 is equal to 34. So now I'm ready just to go ahead and solve for the number of hats I had on Monday. So if I added 5 on Tuesday, I'm going to take those 5 away to get back to what I had on Monday. And I get H is equal to 29. So 29 plus 5 is 34. Divided by 2 would give me 17. So that's correct. So I would put she had 29 hats on Monday. Okay. All right. So that's our problem, our first problem for today. So on our second one, it says, the cooking club made some pies to sell at a basketball game to raise money for new math books. The cafeteria contributed 4 pies to the sale. Each pie was then cut into 5 pieces and sold. There were a total of 60 pieces to sell. How many pies did the club make? So we know that this club is making some pies. They're going to sell them at the game to make money. The cafeteria helps them out. And so we want to know, our question is, how many pies did the club make? So I'm going to highlight that. Then I know that the cafeteria contributed 4 pies. The pies were cut into 5 pieces. And there were a total of 60 pieces to sell. And so now I'm going to go ahead and start to set this up. Well, I don't know how many pies the club made, so that's going to be my variable. P is equal to club pies. And then I know that in the end there were a total of 60 pies to sell, so that's going to equal 60. Because if it was a total, that's what it's totaling. Then I know that the cafeteria contributed 4 pies. But the club also made some pies, and the club pies are P. So my number of pies is P plus 4. because I have the pies that the club made plus the 4 pies the cafeteria made, but then each of those is cut into 5 pieces. So this is going to be a little bit different than anything we've done. We're going to have to multiply all of these pies by 5. Okay? Because each of these pies right here is cut into 5 equal pieces to make the 60 pieces of pie total that they sold. Now, there's a couple of different ways you could do this. You could do this by doing distributive property and getting 5p plus 20 equals 60. I prefer to do it this way. Since this whole quantity right here in parentheses is being multiplied by 5, the method I prefer to do is to just go ahead and divide this whole thing by 5. And you get p plus 4, because these 5s would cancel, is equal to 12. Okay? And that way you don't have to distribute, then go ahead and do then do the subtraction, then do the division. It's a little bit shorter, okay? Because you'd have to multiply everything anyway, then divide it out again. So this is just a little bit shorter method. You'd still get the same answer. This is just a shorter little method. So then I have p plus 4 is equal to 12. So the club's pies plus the 4 cafeteria pies made them have 12 pies in all. So I'm going to subtract out the 4 cafeteria pies, and I'm going to get that the club made 8 pies. And if I check that out, 8 plus 4 is 12 times 5 slices of pie is equal to 60. If I had worked it the other way and did distributed, I would have gotten 5p plus 20, and I would have subtracted 20 from both sides and got 5p equals 40. 40 divided by 5 would have brought me back to my 8. So the club made 8 pies. Okay? So yesterday I was checking my email, and I had an email from one of you who was asking me, why are we doing these problems, Miss Mesuch? Why aren't you doing the problems where you write problems about us or about our teachers, and we do those word problems? So I promise tomorrow, if you tune in, I'll have some funny problems written either about y'all or about me or Miss Doherty or Miss Guillory or Miss Corey or one of your teachers, just to end our week with a little laugh. I hope y'all are doing great. I miss y'all. Take care of yourself. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.